your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy, for your boy, for your boy, also for your boy, mix it for your boy, drop it for your, wow, 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 lift it up.
Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all get up in here. Please like the video. If you haven't already, please, please, please like the video. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. The first day of work for me. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. You guys, it's been a time. I was over real quickly. If you can, follow me on all platforms, please, first and foremost. Secondly, last night, y'all, some of y'all may have been over there, but I was in Neek at Night chat, girl, and she was interviewing the mama from the girl. Y'all remember the girl I showed y'all yesterday? Good morning, y'all. Get in here and like the video. Y'all remember the girl I showed y'all yesterday who dropped the kids off at CPS? The 5 kids. Well, apparently, if you was over there over on Neek at Night, or Lady Dominique was over there, look. Hey, Grape Tea Boo, love you. Look, that doggone chat was crazy. Listen, first of all, I couldn't even follow it because the lady and her son was kind of like all over the place. So me and Miss Parker texting back and forth last night. She was like, oh, am I the only one lost? And I'm like, no, I'm lost too. Tommy Sotomayor was there. Girl, no, you lied. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. And Bianca said I was over in the bushes. No, I was trying to see something because I was confused. Like, I'm going to be honest. And, I'm gonna cover this story. I don't want no interview or nothing, but I do want to cover the story because it's all over the place, and it's still so. It was last night, J Girl. It was last night on Neek at Night. Neek at Night had interview. So this is what it is. Let me start over for the people who may not know. So I did a little segment yesterday on the Morning Joce about a girl who dropped her kids off to foster care. 5 kids. She's 20 in her early mid-20s, and she dropped all 5 of her kids off to foster care and then went back online and was talking about now she won't go twerk and whoop the whoop. So she did an interview with Neek at Night. Y'all should go over there and check it out. Shout out to Neek at Night. She did an interview with Neek at Night a couple of days ago. A couple of days ago. And basically Neek at Night was telling her that one of her children's father, I want to say the middle child or the last 2. One of her children's father, he was unalived, but the mama, his mother, thinks that she has something to do with it. Not only that, the mama thinks that she could have possibly, slipped him something to have him overdose and unalive. No, I ain't see the grandma interview. Where that was? Misha B, where to send that to me? I ain't never seen that. So the grandmother, the mama, the boy's mama was over there dragging online that, she's just doing this for clout. She don't care about none of these kids. This is a whole bunch of BS, da 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 da. So after Neek at Night did the girl interview, and the girl was basically like, the mama is a Jesus freak. She's a lie. This the part that I was kind of like squinting my eye at, because apparently right the day the boy was unalive, or right around the time he was unalive, she had texted the boy and told him, this time when you OD, you gonna unalive for real. this your last time or something to that nature. But she couldn't say exactly what she said to the boy. Talking about, I don't remember, that was 4 years ago. Girl, listen, when you say something like that to somebody, you remember that. You remember that, especially when a tragic event such as them actually not making it out. Your brain tattoos that. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell me you don't remember. But anyways, the mama went on live to do her side of the story last night on Nick at Night. And girl, the mama was saying that she felt like the girl had something to do with it. Now, this was the crazy part. The girl did say her best friend, her and her best friend had got into it. And then the best friend was unalive too. Neek said, well, wait, what happened to the best friend? She was like, I don't know. And kept talking. I said, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Something is going on. Something, everybody around this girl just dropping. Girl, it's too much. And she was like, yeah, she thought I wanted her man, but what I want with her man, I was like, what? But the grandmother was on there saying, the baby's mom, the boy's mother, was over there saying that basically she's an evil person. Uh, she want to try to make it seem like that the girl introduced drugs to her son, but that's impossible because he OD'd years before he even met her. So that I didn't really get that part. And she kept saying, well, somebody gave it to him. Somebody gave it to him. Girl, he still had to take it. Like, he still had to take it. Like, I didn't quite understand that. But you could tell that the mother is hurt. It reminded me, to be honest, I've witnessed that firsthand. Because when my sister was unalive, my mama went through that type of delusion too. And I don't want to call it delusion, but I guess, and again, I never want to feel it, but I guess when you lose a child, your brain goes all over the place and you try to find the whys. And a lot of times, you come up with some stuff, some might be true, some might be a little off, off putting or offset. But I think there's a mixture of that going on with the mama. Oh yeah, she might be a real live black widow, because the first baby daddy. Well, first of all, my sympathy go out to the girl because she was R-worded the first time when she had for her first baby. Ain't like 3 or 4 of them that, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think so too, Copper Rose. She says, I think the grandma was just overwhelmed and wanted to get it out, so the interview was extremely confusing. Yeah. Yeah, I think that too. Because I think she had so much she wanted to say. And then I didn't like, the son kept saying, well, we're not going to talk about that. Let's move on. No, we need to talk about this. It's just so intriguing to me. And it's not intriguing in a funny way, but intriguing like, I want to know more. Like, I literally want to know more. And they said that she had gotten her kids taken before. So yeah, that's where I was going with it, Bossy Unbothered. She says it's sad, but it seems like the kids will be better off in foster care. They might be next on the unalive train. I would hope not. I don't want to speak that, but it's something there. I'll just say that. Yeah, you saw that abundance and clarity. He'll be like, we don't need to talk about that, but let's move on to this. And I'm like, no, go back. We need to go back there because this is gonna help. Yeah, she knows. This the girl who dropped her kids off at CPS, girl. It is a hot mess. It is a hot mess. And I feel like I want to investigate. I feel like I want to investigate. And you know what's crazy, H-Town to Cali? That's exactly what I said at the very beginning. I said I would have rather her drop them off than, God forbid, you know what I'm saying, do something to them kids. My only drawback was I just told my mom I'm going to the store, and then I would have been gone. But other than that, I would rather that than do some harm, because she said her oldest is 11, and basically he's been helping her raise the kids, the other kids. That's got to be horrible on him. So I don't know, but she had her first baby at 15. Did you see the video her baby daddy just released of her when she was 5 months pregnant? She never wanted those kids, but she did nothing to prevent herself from getting it pregnant. No, I ain't never seen that. Send that, y'all. I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna cover it. I'm gonna cover it. I need to see what's going on. Send that to me. If whatever y'all find, send it to me. Please email, Instagram, whatever y'all find, please send it to me. I am curious. I am very curious about this case. Because the grandmother is saying that she's only doing this to get clout or attention and she never wanted the kids. But my question was, the kids were in foster care before for a whole year and a half. And I was like, so if she wasn't coming back to get the kids, you mean to tell me the grandmother couldn't, you know what I mean, go down there and say, you know what, I'll take my grandbaby? And I've seen a lot of people on there saying, um, she need to take all 5 of them kids. And I get it. You don't want to separate the kids. But listen to me and listen to me good. Do you know how hard it is to raise 5 babies, especially 5 that you didn't push out? I wouldn't even be upset if that lady said, I'm only coming to get mine. Now, for the kids' sake, it's messed up. Yeah, they're not in CPS now. She said, but at one point they was in CPS for like a year and a half. But this is what I'm saying. I wouldn't be mad if the lady said, no, I'm only getting mine. That is a lot. That is a lot to take on 5 kids. First of all, you a grandmother. You're not a mother. You're not even mothering age. You past your mothering age. But 5 kids? Uh-oh. Y'all know what time it is. Happy birthday, Notes of Organics. Hey, boo. Happy birthday. We got to play the song. We got to play the song. Y'all drop some hearts and some cakes and some balloons or something in the chat for Notes of Organic. We got to run that song. You heard me? Let's get into it. Happy birthday, Fat.
Happy birthday.
Go ahead on. Happy birthday. You done turned around, solar return. Happy birthday, Notes of Organics, my sweetness. Happy birthday. I hope your days are good. And I hope you have many, many, many more. Happy birthday from Voodoo Doll and all the dolls and dimes in the chat. Yay. Oh, I'm here for it. Yes. Y'all know I be needing a reason to play the song. I love that song. I wish I could have been in that room. Could you imagine being in that room? I don't know about y'all, but when I listen to music, I feel it. Like, you ever experience like you're getting goosebumps or like the hair on your arm like raising, like that's how I feel music, especially if I'm in doing live or listening to live music. So I could not imagine just sitting in that room with that harmony, with that culture, with that spirit. Girl, I think it will probably like, I mean, I get goosebumps listening to it over the phone, so I already know what it'll feel like. You know what I'm saying? It's music is, I document time with music. Every time, everything of importance in my life, there's a song or there's some type of music that attaches. I know time through music, not the other way around. Does that make sense? I literally understand time and remember time through music, not music through time. You give me the date, the first thing gonna come up in my mind is music. It's crazy. But happy birthday, Notes of Organic. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Hey Jamel. How you doing, boo-boo? You in here flirting with me again? Yes, indeed. You guys, but what I was saying was this girl, I don't know, y'all. Whatever y'all can find, send it to me. Whatever y'all can find, send it to me because I want to do something that I want to do. I want to make this a series. We need to see what's going on. I'm gonna do it over here. You know, the dollhouse for the Joce. We gonna do this over here where the grown folks at. We got to see what's going on. We got to see where the churn at. We got you know what I'm saying? We got to we got to figure this out. We gonna do a series over here. I'm hoping my boy Yusef could get an interview with her, or with the grandmother, somebody, if anybody from the family. If Yusef could get that interview, because he covers that type of stuff, crime and galactical. What his name is, celebrity news and crime and galactical type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if he get that interview, we gonna definitely go over there and support our brother, our boy Yusef, if he gets that interview. Hopefully he does. Um, but to be honest, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the girl need to go on Tasha K. Is it me? I feel like the girl need to go on Tasha K. Put a one in the chat if you think the girl should go on Tasha K, because Tasha K know how to construct like Tasha K. And this is no shade, because Nick did as good as she could have did, because that, you know, it was a lot happening at one time. So this is no Nick did a great job, considering that it was, first of all, too many people was on the line, and then they was just like, oh, every time she would try to get the woman to stay here, they would venture off to this, that, naming people. So she did as good as she could do. But I feel like, yeah, Tasha is busy. But I feel like if Tasha got the daughter, the girl in that wine cellar, you see what I'm saying? I feel like Tasha could get, you know, because I like the way Tasha interviewed. Tasha started off with origin. So tell me about you growing up. What were you like growing up? Oh, da, da, da. Did you have any siblings? Yeah, I had. Da, da, da. Okay, cool. Did you grow up with your mother and your father, or just your father? See, the reason those questions like that are extremely important, because it lays a foundation. Listen to me, and listen to me good. When you lay a foundation, the rest of the story makes more sense. So with that being said, if you figure out who she was before, I'm talking about the girl who B-Dub, I'm talking about the girl who dropped her kids off at CPS. If you understand who she was before, what she experienced growing up, how she grew up, and then you go into the today stuff, so meaning like oh well, how did you end up meeting your first baby's father, what happened with that, and then move on and so forth. Then when we get up to this, it all makes sense. I think that I think that's why I hope if Yusef could get it, if Yusef could get an interview with either the brother or the mother or even the girl, I think that would be super dope. um I think that would be super dope, but I just want to do a little series on it. Purple Goddess said, I think she should have told them the rules before the interview. Nika Knight is a great content creator, but her interview skills suck. Honestly, I don't even know if I could I haven't watched many interviews with her, but I don't know if I could put that all on Neek, because the lady was literally all over the place. You know what I mean? Like the lady was like, and then whenever she go all over the place, the son would jump in and be like, nah, we not talking about that. We need to go back on. And I'm sitting here saying, no, nigga, we need to talk about that. What are you doing? No. Now she would throw us off, the mama, because she would name names as if we know the people. You know what I'm saying? But and that kind of that throws people off tremendously. Because if I don't know who Lil Brandon is, and you talking about, yeah, because Lil Brandon picked up the kids, girl, wait, stop. Who is that? You know what I'm saying? She was all over. But I think too, that lady is a devout Christian. She always spoke about how she was raised at, under in the church, and she did everything she could to raise her babies, her sons and her kids. They got degrees and they got this and that. But this, as parents, is what we need to know. This, as parents, is what we need to know. You can do everything right. You can provide the best environment, the safest environment. You can do everything textbook. When a child becomes an adult and they have the will and the free will to make their own decisions, we as parents have to be comfortable with the fact that they may stray away. And I put that in the chat. I was like, is it possible that you raised him well and he just strayed away? So as parents, we gotta be comfortable with that. I'm 41 years old. Anybody in my age range, we know our parents hated the idea of us not being who they wanted us to be. Still to this day. But ultimately, we have to understand that children gonna make a choice. Life is about choices. That's what it's all about. Now, choices can lead to addiction. Choices can lead to long, roads of good or bad. But ultimately, it began with a choice. Crack, it began with you saying, I won't hit it. That's where it starts. Then it becomes an addiction. Then it becomes an illness. But ultimately, everything comes with a choice. So as parents, like I said, we have to, be okay and be comfortable with the fact that, hey, maybe my child strayed away. You know what I'm saying? And I did the best that I could do, and that be that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Atomic Indigo. Some people are just for the streets. No matter how you raise them, it is what it is, and that's on period. On schoolyard. And look, just saying, she said, according to studies, males tune out their mothers specifically between 10 and 12. Those are high puberty ages. And this is what I don't like about the whole I can do it all by myself trope with women, Black women in particular, because just around the time that boys are going through puberty, and even thereafter, there's literally nothing a mother can tell that boy, because he's in the process of not only finding himself, but he's also in the process of understanding who he is. And that understanding, no matter how much he loves his mama, ain't gonna come from her. It's just, unfortunately, it's just not. And then a lot of people don't understand this. A girl needs her father just as much as the boy needs his mother at the beginning for nurturing. The girl needs her father toward the latter teen years for guidance. That's just period. Is it not a fact that most girls, is it not a fact, hey, Murder, is it not a fact that most girls have tumultuous, black girls have tumultuous relationships with their mamas? Because there's a separation that happens there. You know what I mean? There's a separation that happens there. Like I'll say from my experience, my dad ain't never sat me down and told me what a man's supposed to do and what he's supposed to look like. But I understood it without him opening his mouth, because I watched my daddy. I watched my daddy get up and go to work 4:30 in the morning every day, pay the bills. I watched my daddy cut the grass. I watched my daddy, you know what I'm saying, fix the car. I watched my daddy protect and provide. So I knew, having that influence right there in my life, that, hey, that's what when I'm going in dealing with men's, and I ain't never messed with a bum my whole life, knock on wood. And the one that I would consider a bum, he really wasn't a bum. That nigga was military. He just was stupid. That nigga wasn't no bum. But what I'm saying is, it kind of gave me a blueprint for what to look for as it pertains to a man. And also having a healthy relationship with my father, I understand unhealthy relationships off the cuff, if it makes sense. And I think that it's very imperative that young girls have their fathers in their lives, if they're good. Now, if they, you know what I mean? If they ain't worth a dime, then that's different. And just like boys need their father during puberty ages and thereafter, because in that time they got the nurturing they needed from their mama, but in that time now they need lessons on manhood. And no matter if you were a dagger, or if you feel like you Mother's Day and Father's Day, girl, you will never be able to give that to your son. Just period. You will never be able, and it's okay. I don't think as Black women we should feel slighted for somebody saying you're not You can't teach us raise a man, or you can't teach us, because honestly, we have limitations. And I'm not saying that we don't, because we raise, you know, prof- uh, not professional, yeah, professional and respectful and great young men. So that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like, when it comes to the needs of that young boy, can we really and truly provide everything? And the fact of the matter is, not one parent can, but both parents together collectively can, check most boxes. Yeah, the Mother's Day and Father's Day girls, online, especially on Facebook, girls. See, when Father's Day come around, all the women with the deadbeat husbands and the deadbeat baby daddies, they be saying Happy Father's Day to me. I ain't never did that. I ain't never did it. I always thought that was crazy. Oh, Happy Father's Day. The daddy don't do nothing. I'm the mama and the daddy. Girl, yeah, you are there. Yeah, you're the parent who stayed, but you would never be the mom and the daddy. I just think that's crazy. Naturally beautiful me. Thank you for the super chat. Grand Rising Vu just want to say I'm from Acorn. Okay, Cali Bay Area. What's up? It all right. Love you. Keep speaking truth to power to our people. Thank you so much. Thank you, naturally beautiful me. Thank you so much. And you definitely is Acorn. Okay, girl, Acorn got these people in the chokehold. Do you hear me? Acorn got the people in the chokehold. Acorn got the people in the chokehold. But anyway, thank you again, naturally beautiful me. But now, you know, I'm saying all that to say the lady, the boy's mother, you can tell she's a protector of her boys. You can tell that she's looking for answers and closures for what happened to her child. And that was the most challenging part for me to watch, because I watched that with my own mama. You know what I'm saying? You could tell that lady just wants some type of closure, and whatever she believed is what happened is what she believes, and can't nobody change her mind. Even if the police told her that lady didn't do it, that lady got her mind made up. Period. Period. And that's a part of that grieving process that a lot of people don't know. You guys, please like the video, please. It's only 204 likes and 357 people in the chat. Please like the video. Yes, Great T, Black fathers matter. Absolutely. The good ones do. Not all of them. Not all of them. Just like all the black mothers don't matter. All of them don't matter. Hell, we've been seeing that play out with Krishan. Did y'all see the fake birth certificate girl? Did y'all see the fake birth? She done changed Junior's name, girl, allegedly. But Carlissa said that's a lie. Let me see if I can go get it. Hold on. I think I saved it. Girl, allegedly, this girl done went down there and changed Junior last name to Porter and put it on the birth certificate. Girl, I call Cap, but we'll see. Here you go. Here you go. I'm about to show y'all. And then we're going to get into the topic. Because it was a slow day. It was a slow day today. I don't know. A slow news day yesterday and today. So ain't really much to talk about. So this is allegedly the birth certificate. You see the top? It says Krishan Jesus Porter. Girl. Now, Carlissa said she don't believe that she did that because you need the father's permission to change the name to the father. That should be correct, because I know it is in Louisiana, but I know states are different. If anybody on here who know the laws out in Baltimore or Maryland, please tap in. Can you just go down there and change your baby last name? Can you go down? That's what I'm thinking, the real China. The last time I checked, you can't just put a man's name on a birth certificate. I'm about to say birth control, girl. Birth certificate. He has to be present and give permission. That's what I thought. That part, Misha. That part, Misha. Can't take him to the doctor, but get Kaz ass down there to change the name, girl, please. She did say a while back that they were planning on the name changes, her and Junior. Yes, when they was on good terms. When she thought that, I know around that time, I was there. Listen, around that time, that's when he had came out to Baltimore. Remember, she had just had the baby. Junior was doing a world tour. Y'all remember that? She had No, he came out of Baltimore. They did that video in front of the gas station with the blickies and all that, Poe Jr. And then he left and went home. Then she went got a house, that the Airbnb that she told everybody she bought. She went got a house. No, Porter is Blueface's last name. She went got a house out in Cali, and when she first moved in and thought everything was sweet, that's when she was over there saying, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna change his name to Porter." Because I mean, I like the name Jesus. No, first she said she wanted to change the name to Jonathan Porter Jr. That's what she was saying. She was saying she wanted to change the name to Jonathan Porter Jr. And I'm over here saying, girl, you got all your fans hating this dude. Now you want to turn around and change the baby name? And then she was like, yeah, and I'm going to change my last name to the Porter so we could just be the Porters and da 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 da. And then right after that, he exposed the hernia. And that's when she was on that big crying, talking about, I hope you go to jail, bro. And then all that stuff went down the toilet. All that stuff went down the toilet. Miss Kiki B says, no, he has to be present and his name has to be on there as well. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I know it's like that in Louisiana, but I know states are different. So I had to ask somebody from Baltimore, from Maryland. So who is Jesus? You want to know who Genius is? Naturally name? Junior. Ha Junior. Hila bidu bida Illuminati. That is Junior. That is Jesus. Jesus Jr. This is the only social site I'm on, but I will find it and send it to you. Okay. I don't know if you're talking to me. Okay. T said, is it little different in California? If she Latin, be Jesus, not Jesus. No, girl, she said Jesus, not Jesus. No, Jesus. 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 Nah, stop acting crazy. It's Jesus, B-Dub. You heard her. It ain't Jesus. It's Jesus. Stop acting crazy. You gonna make Rashawn cuss you out. You gonna make Rashawn cuss you out. You heard what she said. She don't even speak of no Spanish, no Espanol. She didn't say nothing about no Jesus. She said Jesus. Jesus. Stop acting crazy, B-Dub. You know what's going on. You gonna make Rashawn curse you out, girl. You gonna make Rashawn curse you out now. I got your back, though, friend. Don't worry about it, fat. I got your back. She gonna have to battle both of us, bitch. You feel me? Thank you, Divine Empress, for the super chat. She can change the name in Maryland up to the baby is 1. Cool. But can she just pick a last name? Does he not have to sign? Can he sign from prison? Can he sign from prison? That's the question we got to ask ourselves. Can Blueface get a sworn affidavit signed behind the walls in the bars of prison? That's the question. Now, everybody want to know this. Okay? We need to know, what's the rules? Can they get the affidavit sent to Cali? Yes, I used to work at the county records years ago, and people put anybody's name on the birth certificates. What? It could have changed though. Girl, you lying. Cause I'm about to go say my baby last name. Who I want to see? I won't come up there and say my baby last name Jordan and put on there his daddy is Michael Jordan. Nah. That's what I want to do. What state this in? I'm gonna tell them people it was a mistake on the records. What state that is, so I can come tell them my baby last name is Jordan and her daddy name is Michael. D Michael. Because I need my back child support. Okay. I need my back child support. Look, cause she knows said Rockefeller. I'm about to say, girl, yes. Girl, yes. Please. Girl, please. I got a last name I want to change my baby name to. Who else I want to change my baby last name to? Girl, Musk. Elon is the father. What's up? Elon is the daddy. Don't ask me why she don't look mixed, because he from Africa too. Okay. JP Morgan, yeah, put that name on there. Hilton, I do Hilton too. Put Hilton on there. Bezos, yes, put them on there. Versace, put them on there, girl. What is we talking about, girl? What is we talking about? He already got 20 kids. He got $20 billion. That's all right. Add 21. He gonna have 21 when I get finished. He gonna have 21 when I get finished. Stop acting crazy, girl. Hilton is look. We'll be on there with by Paris. I'm sending my child to Paris, not Paris, France. We'll be down there, over there on the Sweet Life by Paris. Come and knock on the door. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? I don't know if you guys recognize me, but yeah, I'm your sister. Is going over there. What y'all talking about, girl? Stop making crazy. I'm sending my child over there. And I'm coming with her, just in case one of them Hiltons get to acting crazy. Baby, we are Hiltons. What are you talking about? We just coming in for our steak in the wheel. But Divine Empress said you can. I'm gonna send you the info. You can name your child anything and lie on any man. If the man doesn't fight it, it's a done deal. Oh, dirty dog, dirty lowdown, dirty lowdown. Mel G Bab says parents may change the name of a child born in Maryland one time within the first year without a court order. This requires a written request to the Department of Health from both parents. So this is what I'm saying. That's the key word, from both parents. Can he send in a signature from somewhere else, or does he have to be present? See, you know what I mean? Does he have to be present? Or can she just say, oh yeah, this is signature? I thought they couldn't use the name Jesus or Messiah. Who said that? T.I. named his son. Which one is Messiah? Is that the one we like? Is Messiah the one we like? The oldest one who do the guitar? Who look a little loose wristed? Is that him? I think I ain't heard that now. That part. She doing all of this and Junior still fighting for proper care. That's him? Yeah, that's what I thought. The one who be dressed like he be looking like he's saying, American woman, stay away from me. American woman, come set me free. He look like he's saying that type of time. You know what I'm saying? Like Lenny Kravitz head ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Or what's the other nigga? What's the other nigga from the 70s? They popped him and got him up out of here, and they said that Jimi Hendrix head ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? American woman. Play the whole national anthem with your guitar head ass type nigga. You know what I'm saying? I like him though. He seemed calm, cool, and collected. He seemed to be one of the ones. I like him though. I like him. I like him. I like him. Head ass nigga. Yeah, girl. I like his crazy looking self though. Lenny's so fine. Okay. Yeah, Lenny is fine, but he look like he don't take no bath. You know what I mean? He's very fine. It's just he just look like he'll go a week or two without taking a bath. You know what I mean? And that part I don't like. I don't like that part. You gotta get your ass, you gotta go soak. You gotta go stew in the tub. Mm-mm. That part I don't like. But I hold my nose while he on top of me. I hold my nose while he on top of me. Too bad, too bad, too bad. Thank you, Keisha Paul, for the super chat. I'm from Baltimore and I changed my son's first name. He was under 6 months old without his father's consent. Oh, dirty low down. Dirty low down. Dirty low down. So did the dude, is he really the daddy? Keisha Paul, tell us. We ain't gonna tell nobody. Is the boy who you said the daddy? Wait, first of all, was you able to put the boy name um on the birth certificate? And if so, is he really the daddy, or you just, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna tell nobody. This is between us. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to see something. Flower Child said Jimi Hendrix's mother was indigenous Cherokee. So was all our mothers. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. Hmm. Girl, Louisiana don't play that. See them red states? I don't know if Maryland a red state, but see that Bible Belt, girl, they don't play that. No blue name not on the birth certificate. Remember she had the baby and he was in Miami with Jaden. His name ain't on the birth certificate. His name ain't on the birth certificate. No, ma'am. It's not. Nope. But since y'all could do that up in Maryland, I won't go refile my baby birth certificate. Shanine, hey boo. She says, hey Voodoo, I grew up with the president and mayor of Chicago because this lady named her sons Ronald Reagan and Harold Washington, who was the first black mayor of Chicago. Girl, Ronald Reagan. This because this lady named her sons Ronald Reagan. Bitch, I know you lying. I know you lying. Maryland ain't no red state. It can't be for them not allowing you to do crazy stuff like, girl, please. Girl, you go down to Louisiana talking about that's the daddy. Girl, them clear people look at you, girl. If you don't get your ugly ass up out of here, have that nigga come in here. And if he said, then we gonna go with the move. But if he don't say it, you was a single mama, baby. That baby ain't got no pappy. Oh, you want to change his first name? Okay, we trying to see people who change the last name. She said, and yes, his dad is his dad. Shout out, shout out. That's good. Shout out. I wasn't gonna tell nobody though. Keisha Paul. I wasn't gonna tell nobody. I'm telling you now. I was not gonna say nothing. That was between us. Okay. You can trust in me. Trust in me, sweet Lord. Trust in me, child. I ain't gonna lie. I wish I would have cheated on my ex-husband and had a affair with somebody who had money. That's what I should have cheated on him with a nigga with money. So I could have been confused and said, I don't know if it's yours. And then we could have went to the court and all of that. Hmm. Okay, Daphne Hall says, I'm from Louisiana and tried to give my son his dad's last name. I had to change it after 6 weeks because he was in jail. Told y'all, Louisiana don't play that, girl. Louisiana don't play that, girl. If that nigga ain't here to sign, it's your babies. Mom, what they say, mama's babies, daddy's maybes. If that nigga ain't here to sign, that's your cue. Thank you, Savannah Doll, for the super chat. At Voodoo, you can add the father and change the name up to 2 years in Maryland by affidavit. I did it. His father was in New York. I lived in Maryland 20 years. I emailed you the Auntie Hammy. Oh, okay, yeah, you sent me the Auntie Hammy clip yesterday. I ain't even go over there and edit that out. Girl, well, allegedly, because we all know that this heifer is a pathological liar. So far, allegedly, Junior is a Porter. Krishan Jesus Porter. That's the closest Krishan gonna get to marriage with that nigga. Ha! Through Junior. Junior. Huh, Junior. He la be do be da Illuminati. That's the closest she gonna get to seeing Krishan and Porter on the same piece of paper through that baby. Ah, so crazy, so crazy. So cold, I'm so cold, I'm so cold. No. Yeah, girl, but let's move on. I'm letting y'all know Jesus is a Porter now. If you didn't know, if you don't know, now you know Jesus is a Porter now. Okay, now let's move on. Now, you guys, I wanted to show you guys something because this ain't gonna be no long live because we ain't got much to talk about, girl. It's dry on the streets. Ain't nobody talking about nothing, girl. Soldier Boy still beefing. I don't know. I may talk about that later on, but ain't really much going on. It's really dry outside, for real. Literally, it's dry outside. This white boy be waving at me. I think he like me. He a big old country cowboy. He a big old cornbread eating white boy too. Look like he work on the fields, in the fields and all that. Like and he got 3 kids, but he one of them clear boys who look like he got a tractor. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Is it just me? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Y'all ever seen them white boys? Big old, cornbread eating white boys? Yeah, big farmhand type of, you know what I'm saying? And he always be waving. He always be waving. I be saying, hey, girl, you know, one of them big old clear boys who look like he could wrestle a bull. Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what he be looking like. What happened to Keisha Cole? What happened? What happened to Keisha Cole? Yeah, he could fix cars. He could build a he looked like he'll build you know a house in a bed. You know what I'm saying? Like the children want a swing set, he gonna build it from scratch. hmm Voodoo is Mel G badass bitch. You told me that before. I'm sorry. You told me that yesterday or the other day. You sure did. You right. I'm sorry, Mel G badass bitch. My bad. I'll know next time. Thank you for telling me. She chasing a young nigga that could be her son and he embarrassing her. What's new? What's up, Tule? What's going on, Tule? What's up? What's new? What's new? What? This ain't her first rodeo. She beefing with Krishan and Glow friends over a nigga. You lying. I know you lying. Girl, I'm gonna have to go check that out. So, Vu, if he throw it, are you catching it? No, I am a Christian woman and I have a man. So, no, I'm not gonna catch it. hmm I am a Christian woman and I have a man. So, no, I'm not gonna catch it because my Christian ways wouldn't allow me to do such a thing. That's against the bylaws of the Bible. Okay? 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 Keisha Coleslaw, girl, y'all crazy. I gotta go check that out. I gotta go check that out. All right, y'all. Drake and the dogs. What dogs? He Michael Vick over there, Deborah. What happened? Drake and the dogs. What Drake did to the dogs? Can I pet that dog? Can I pet that dog? What happened with the dogs? Girl, what happened? You lying. You lying. Y'all lying. What? Oh, you lying. And the little man who we was talking about the other day. Oh. Thank you, Azure TV, for the super chat. Drake hunching the dogs allegedly. Listen, let me tell y'all something. Go ahead on thinking these people don't be on this crazy stuff. I keep telling y'all. Who that was said this? I should go find the clip. Uh 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 Somebody said Richard Pryor was seen hunching everything, and he would hunch animals. He would hunch any and everything. Oh yes, AK-93. Yes, ma'am. Everything. That's how they do it. That's why I keep telling y'all. When I see people that make it to the top, I always look at them crazy because they have to do those things. And you know it's gonna be uncomfortable to talk about, but we gotta say this part. We gotta say this part. Y'all faves too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all beloved Denzel. Now I don't know what he did, but he did something. I don't know what he did, but he went behind one of those doors. I'ma just say that. William Smith. Y'all don't want to talk about that. All y'all faves. Yes, ma'am. I know it's gonna hurt. And it hurts like hell. That's the way it feels. I know it hurt. I know it. And it's okay. And it's okay. But y'all faves, yes, ma'am. Yes, all of them niggas. Y'all think them niggas up in there because they just talent? They just got all the talent in the world. Is you crazy? Girl, believe you'd be surprised. Yeah, grape tea, Big Willie style. Get jiggy with it. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Yay. Yes, ma'am. Big Willie. Even though what we do, even though what we do is, yeah. All y'all thieves. All of them. All of them. All of them. Yeah, I still want to go see it too, Grape Tea. I still want to go see it too. It ain't just you, Grape Tea. Look, I'm still trying to go see it. I ain't gonna go see it, but I'm gonna go see how I could get it on my own Fire Stick. I ain't been to the movie theaters and yet I hate going to the movies anyway. Thank you, voiceovers by Stephanie Marie. She says these individuals in the entertainment industry are very sadistic and evil and have done the most atrocious thing, disgusting things to people, animals, to all type. Listen, they don't want to hear though. All voiceovers by Stephanie Marie. They don't want to hear, not their faves. They don't want to hear voiceovers by Stephanie Marie. I keep trying to tell them. I keep trying to tell them. I keep trying to tell them. But yeah, story for another day. Now let's move on because I ain't trying to be all in here all day. I'm playing with y'all. We ain't African. Can we talk? Can we talk or what? Can we talk or no? Can we talk or no? That's the question. I know it. I know it. I know it. All we've been taught all these years is that we as Africans, that's what we are. Africans, Africans, Africans. That's what they said we are. Now, I want you guys to know this so-called out of Africa theory. Are you familiar with the out of Africa theory? The out of Africa theory is the reason you believe you are from Africa. Okay. Now, a lot of you may not understand this right now because we're so comfortable in what we have been taught. But the fact of the matter remains that the only reason you believe that you are from Africa is because of a thing called the out of Africa theory. Okay? It's a theory. All of science are theories because they don't really know. You'd to Negroes, right? This theory was introduced to Negroes, what, the late 40s, early, the 50s, the 50s. And if you guys have been on my Educational Friday, you guys know that I showed you a video of when they were first introducing it. Oh, y'all couldn't hear that? My bad. I was getting pictures on here. My bad. Y'all couldn't hear that. I'm here. I'm back. What was I saying? Let me start over because I feel like y'all didn't hear none of that because I was so busy looking for pictures. So I'm sorry. Out of Africa theory. There's only one reason and one reason on earth that the Negroes of America and the West Indies, shout out to our cousins, all of the South America, the Indies, where they thought they call the West Indies, you know what I'm saying? That the only reason we all believe this is a Negro meeting. The only reason we believe that we are from Africa It's because of a thing called the out of Africa theory. It is a theory, which a lot of science, if not most science, is a theory. You guys are familiar with a theory is, it's just an idea, what I believe, what I think. A theory is about as true sometimes is Santa Claus. Okay. So with that being said, we were introduced in the 1940s, 50s, I'm sorry, to the out of Africa theory. I did a live where I showed y'all live how the children were first introduced to out of Africa theory. First of all, they taught it to the white kids first. Let's start there first. They taught it to the white kids first, and then they integrated the schools and taught it together, giving the clear kids a sense of superiority and the Negro kids a huge sense of inferiority. They showed them old African huts with the churn out there with no shoes on and the flies flying around. They showed them all of that. And you can literally see the life being taken out of these kids in the 50s and the 60s as they were taught that you came here chained on a boat and you're from Africa. There was even a guy on the bus who did an interview and they said, how does it make you feel? And then he says, well, I feel like I have no purpose. Now that I learned that I am an African that was brought here on a slave ship, and basically we come from nothing. He literally said it verbatim. We're gonna talk about it one day. Oh, I'll bring it back up just so y'all can see it, because I don't know how many people caught that live. But he said it made me feel like I have no purpose, because knowing that that's all I came from. Do you understand how the plan worked flawlessly? The plan worked flawlessly. Mind you, this is all up under Darwinism. Charles Darwin. Y'all know who that is. You send me an email, Candy Lou. If your name Candy Lou, if I haven't seen it, I'll see it today. Well, I hope you touched on the propaganda in the 60s, how to sell to the Negro in the future. That was eye opening. You sent it to me too. I have it. We were supposed to talk about it this Friday, but I think we were talking about we got caught up on the slave stuff, on the intra-American slave trade. So listen, but we will get to it, J girl, for sure. Listen, what it did, the out of Africa theory being introduced to the Negroes. First of all, this has been decades in the making, hundreds of years in the making. When them colonizers first landed on Turtle Island, as we call today America, the whole purpose or the whole thing was to pillage these villages and get them all up out of here. Then at some point they realized it was too many of them. We can't. So then they started to use some to turn against the others. And then they moved forward. They went through R wording and pillaging and taking over villages and tribes and do. A whole bunch of Indian wars happened that they never tell you about. A whole bunch. And then all of a sudden, it became illegal to identify as an Indian. So you had to identify as Negro legally. Like you and the ones who would say it by word of mouth were unalived or or tortured. That's how that, yes, and a lot of intermarriage happened on purpose, but yes, a lot of intermarriage happened. But once they were able to do that and get a hold of most of them, they came up with the civilized tribes, the 5 civilized tribes, and the rest were considered wild Indians. Okay. Darwin is the nigga who said we all came from a monkey. That's the cracker. So look, let me show you how it worked in years. So it was forbade for people to identify as such. There was no paperwork legally, government-wise, that allowed you to identify as Indian. You had to be Negro. You had to be Negro. Once you became Negro, you were that all the way up to Kwame Ture, aka Stokely Carmichael, came in and interfered. You know, he's from Trinidad. Y'all know what that means. He ain't even nigga. He Kwame Ture. Let me get the thing on here.
He ain't even from Acorn.
Kwame Ture, and it was introduced before that, but he was the one who like implemented it, right? Kwame Ture, aka Stokely Carmichael, aka we don't know who this Negro is, from Trinidad, came over here and interrupted Martin Luther King to tell everybody we want black power. I hope you're tracking that. He came in and introduced the phrase black power. Okay. Shortly following, it was a whole movement behind Black Power, all the kids, Black Power, Black Power. Then they had to put the concrete on top with James Brown. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Hey, Shima. So then after that, here comes Jesse. Hide your bitch. Jesse. I had something to do with Martin Luther King taking a dirt nap. Jesse, I don't give a damn about none of you niggas, Jackson. And what did he say in the 80s, late 80s? We are now African American. Okay? I'm going to get y'all some merch, y'all. I swear. I'm going to get y'all some merch. He came and said we was African American. So all the Negroes went from Negro to black to African American, and then they circled it back, and now we're black American. And people think that being a black American is so much better than being an African American because they think it detaches them from Africa, when the fact of the matter is a black American is more diluted in identity than an African American, because at least as an African American there's an origin. But when you just say black American, that means anybody with a speck of melanin can identify as you. But go off, FBA. You know what I'm saying? Foundational. I guess that part means more than anything. Neither here nor there. November said, hey, y'all, don't bite off my head, but what is Acorn? Oh, well, welcome in. You must be new. Welcome into the dollhouse. You're late. But we're going to go ahead and explain it to you, fat. So Acorn is something, and I didn't come up with it, but I kind of connected the dots, right? So you remember that movie from Set It Off, and that girl, the guy wanted to have the AP cut in the back of his head, and his old lady was like, he ain't even from Acorn. Well, I decided, because a lot of my people, black Americans, so-called foundational black Americans, so-called Negroes, so-called niggas, Hebrew Israelites, the confuse us. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you Acorn. We're gonna find out here in a second. But look, I decided in order to have an identity marker for us, that I would have something that works for us. And I decided when we see somebody that's not black American, in order to identify that person, we would use a phrase such as this.
He ain't even from Acorn.
So basically, Acorn would be the foundational so-called FBA, the black people that's indigenous to this land. That's what Acorn is. So yeah. Now, is you from Acorn? It don't matter, girl. I'm just playing. But no, yeah, that's what that's about. So look, girl, what is going on? I'm sorry, I gotta put some air on here. So look, y'all. So now we went from African American to black American, woo woo woo. And we lost our identity, basically. Do I think you should call yourselves the Acorns? No, I just be playing on here with that. That's just some social media stuff. To be honest, your identity lies within your genealogy. Okay, November says she is. Welcome that. Yeah, she from Acorn. All right. All right. Stokely Carmichael being an agent hurt my soul, not mine. Wait till y'all find out Martin Luther King is a black European. Ooh. We'll get to it. But look. What I was about to say, we have continued to lose our identity, and we have continued to be reclassified as far as identity, and nobody is questioning this. Everybody's just going with the move. You got some people who just feel like we African and that's that. You can't tell them nothing. You got some people who feel like, you know what I'm saying, you know, I'm FBA or whatever the case may be. Now there have been multiple depictions. Take a look at Exhibit A. There were multiple depictions of what the people look like when Christopher Columbus, oh, sneezing ass, got off the boat. If you can look at what you see here, multiple depictions. Also, there was a lot of clear people who was over here spying, and it will go back and do artwork to show what that looks like. Okay, so Nikki Baby says, I love you, but I'm from Trinidad, and I can say that most of us are black. Yeah, I heard that most of the Trinidadians are black. But Acorn is not about race. It's about identity. So it's bigger than race. Not race. Acorn is race, because in this situation, I'm talking about Americans, all of the people from the islands and all of that. But in the specifics of American people, Black Americans, it's bigger than race. It's more or less an identity, a culture, a people. You know what I mean? Because they got many black people all over the world. But yeah, so where was I going? Yeah, there were many things, depictions that showed these people what the people of the land looked like. They suppressed this stuff. They would never see today's time. They would take a photo like this and Photoshop it or whitewash it. Like, let me show you. I show y'all this one all the time. This is the original photo of what the Spanish guy said he saw when he came here. If you look, that is a woman, and she's commanding an army of men. She got somebody in the background. Oh, she got a horse. I thought I saw somebody on here playing an instrument or something, but I don't know what she commanded them to do, but that is a woman. But then look at what the system did. Now, a lot of you may not understand why they will whitewash this picture, because they need the Native American to be your identity. Native American are new people. I call them $5 footlongs. Okay. Giovanni Baptiste, when he came to America, this is what he said he saw. If you go Google Giovanni Baptiste's photo of what he said he saw, this is what you're going to see. This is all to make sure that it throws you off the scent of who you are. Okay? This is very, 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 very important. Very, very important. And this is not just American. This is all of the Indies. This is all of South America. Listen, we all in one right now. We all in one right now. If the Indians had to claim Negro, why were they not slaves? I'm just asking. Well, that's a complex question, but let me just say it like this. If the Indians classified as Negroes, first of all, there were slaves classifications as well. But the Indians classified as Negro once the slavery thing was over and done with. Does that make sense? Because they had the civilized Indians, they had the wild Indians, and they had slaves as well. So they had Indians and slaves. But once the slavery thing was over with, their identity became Negro. If it makes sense. Yeah, I hope that helped Queen across town. Yes, and also so they can be taxed. Yes, 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 yes. But anyways, look, you guys. Girl, Ari said I was taught the Native Americans were enslaved. Them people ain't. Don't get me started. Them ain't nothing but a bunch of clear Asians and clear people. You know that, right? Girl. Yes, I know that not all Negro blacks were slaves, though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not all blacks were slaves. That was another big misconception, that we all were slaves. That's a lie. I agree with us being native to America. If not Black Americans and not African Americans, then what to identify us as? Okay. So you got to understand it like this. Native, you don't want to be native to anything. Like a native from there. So you don't never want to be native to any. That's why they're called Native Americans. That is a very vague. It's almost like FBA. It's kind of very, very vague, but it don't really give you an identity. You never want to be native to anything. Again, your identity would have to come from who you are as far as from your genealogy. Who are your grandparents, great grandparents, great? That's who you find who your identity are. If you want to say as a collective or as a whole, then you could go into the whole Indian conversation. Some people say Aborigine. Aborigine means from the land. So it just depends. If, as far as identifying, you would have to figure out, you know what I'm saying, who your people are. All of us on this live, if you from South America, North America, or any one of them islands, every single one of us have ties back to the Indians. Every single one of us have ties back to the Indians. You can find who your tribe is. It's just about genealogy, family tree. Okay? So, where was I going? Because I don't want to be long-winded because I got to get off of here. So, look. This is what they told us we look like. They whitewashed it. And they continue to whitewash it as time goes on. You see, I think I got another one. Look at this. Newman's Best, Virginia, number 17. What that look like? What that look like? Ain't that two clear men talking to a what we would call a darker skinned person with feathers or fringes, as you would call it? But if you were to look at that picture today, or you would look at something other, they will paint them as the so-called Native American. Those are the Asiatic, clear-looking people. Some of them look Mexican. They are not the native to this land. They are not even indigenous to this land. So you got to be very mindful when you're looking at stuff like this, okay? So then, boom. Let me see. I think I got another one on here. I think I picked up another one. You see that? Look at that. You see that? What that look like? See, a small fraction of us are waking up to understanding what is actually happening. And the large vast majority are still stuck on Africa. And this is the game. All the people who really is stuck on Africa, do you understand that your children not even learning that they were slaves? Do you understand that your children in school today are not learning that you were a slave? So if that was true, then why are they changing the game in the fourth quarter? I'm confused. So while you want to die on the hill of being an African slave, they not teaching them churn that no more. Indigenous is of the land. Indigenous means your whole origin began there. That's your ancestors. Like you, like you, the land produced you. You started there. Aboriginal, indigenous. But when you say native, that just means from. Like right now, I could say I'm from Georgia. Why? Because I've been here since 2016. So I can really just be like, I'm native to Georgia. When the fact of the matter is, I come from somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to explain it in layman terms. But yeah, so you can understand. So you never want to say you're native to anything, because native, you could come there and then say I'm native to this land. But when you're indigenous or aboriginal to a land, the land, you come from the land. Like you didn't flew here, you grew here. Does that make sense? I didn't flew here, I grew here type tease. Okay, so Moving on. They have tried to hide your identity like crazy. Mexico. Oh, I showed y'all this before. All these artifacts that they finding in all these different places showing you that the indigenous people are African. Or not African, God no, Negro, right? Or what they would call Negro, or what some would call black, melanated people. Let's just say that. I seen a Mexican online windmilling on TikTok because they were showing the Olmec heads, and he was trying to say that don't mean that they black. Girl, they be going crazy. Anyways, moving on. I want to share something with you guys because this is very important. Y'all keep thinking that let me put this up here, and I'm gonna keep it.
This is America. Don't got
Play the music. Hold on, let me go get the picture. I can't play the music. Hold on, guys. All right, here are your fathers of so-called African history. These are your out of Africa theory head ass niggas. Franz Boas in Melville, cause I can never say this man's name. Melville girl, y'all know I'm bad with the names. These are the clear people who came up with your out of Africa theory. Some of our ancestors were not all on slave ships. Some of our ancestors were indigenous, correct? Or am I wrong? Some of our ancestors, all of our ancestors are indigenous. Unless you can point out in your recent history, your grandfather, great-grandfather, great-great-grandfather, that somebody came from Africa, all of our ancestors are indigenous. Some of them were shipped on the intra-American slave trade, meaning they were shipping people from Virginia to, let's just say, New Orleans, or from Jamaica to, they were doing that all type. South America to Virginia. They were doing a whole bunch of that. I showed y'all that yesterday. But the indigenous people of all these lands are copper colored, right? Melanated. But here are the people who told y'all that we are from Africa. The gag is everybody who running around this out of Africa theory, y'all gonna gag when your child come home and tell you that we wasn't no damn slaves. Okay? That's gonna happen because they're changing the history now. They're changing the history now. Nobody you think you see right now is who you think they are. And we're gonna do a live on these two saltines here soon. We definitely gonna do a live on these two saltines. Dane Calloway has done a lot on them two. But we're gonna do a live on them two saltines, and we're gonna figure some things out, right? Now, in this time, we have been having these back to Africa movements like crazy. Oh, they want to get us back to Africa. Go back to Africa. Go back to Africa. They've always been trying to do that to keep you out of the way. Because if you realize who you are, you're going to go for what is owed to you. And what is owed to you ain't no check. It's everything that they have. You get what I'm saying? Literally everything that they have. Let me see what this is. Girl, I can't see once I upload it. Oh, yeah. What you call them? Oh, let me start it over. So here's a book with some depictions of some indigenous stuff in it. Old book. Hold on. Revealing America's Dark Skin Past, Volume 1. Look at this stuff in this book. Look at the stuff in this book. So the truth is out there. You'd have to just go search for it. This stuff is out there. The Mayans. Look at that head. The Olmec head. All this stuff is out there. You just have to look for it. But they understand that they keep us distracted and entertained, so we won't go looking for this type of stuff. They got to keep us entertained and distracted. All this stuff is out there. All of it. It's bigger than what saltines and the clear people done told y'all, you know what I'm saying? About your identity and your heritage. And we're so brainwashed that if you were to tell somebody, if I told somebody, look, I did my genealogy, and my genealogy says that I am Suma Indian tribe, and I'm also Shoki and Cherokee and da 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 da, they would tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. And if I said, but wait a minute, I spoke to my great grandmother they would tell me my great grandmother is lying. They would literally tell me my great grandmother is lying. You mean to tell me I am to trust the word of a colonizer over my family and over documentation? That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. Yeah. But we got people who think like that. And this is the gag. Everything we do, like I told y'all before, we are the culture. Everything that we've ever done has been copied and taken from us. Everything. The culture does not exist without us. Peep this dude talking about how they stole they dances in this Zulia, how do you say their name? Zulia tribe, who I be having on my intros. They learned that shit came about in the 1950s when that little girl came to America. But that's a whole nother story. Peep this video.
Everybody come to our shit and steal. On God.
So it's almost like
and I ain't no damn. I'm not an African either. I don't give a fuck what y'all say.
Really moving, right? So it's gonna go like this.
I'm starting to think about the burner boy, the Afro moonwalk. We just know who influenced it now. Even I you were tripping because people went over there talking. Plus they was looking at it on YouTube. We introduced them to that. That's why we always make sure we put Memphis juking on them motherfuckers so motherfuckers know, like, it's because we don't want the movement to get stolen like the other shit that's already been getting stolen from us. You know what I'm saying? I always kept putting Memphis on everything, like Memphis juking, heavy on it, so motherfuckers can't confuse it. That's how you know a lot of done got stolen from us, because we really get offended. You know what I'm saying? Like, we be like, hey, come on, bro. So now we're going to tie everything we do, we're going to put Memphis in front of them.
Now, this street dance was originated from Memphis, dating back further than the 90s, and was originally...
So, yeah, I hope you guys saw that because this is very important. The little girl, Dahlia, I don't want to say her name wrong, but her last name is Zaula. That's that tribe y'all be seeing on my intro. That tribal dance is only old as the 1950s. It's only as old as the 1950s. And it was after the little girl came from a trip to America. And she bought it back. And it's the gag. According to legend, she bought it back to them. And the women can't even do it. It's an all-male dance. You have to be a man. And they say it's a dance to femininity. Oh, go lay down. Go lay down. Okay? So with that being said, you have to understand who you are. Even if you don't have your identity yet, you have to understand who you are. Who you are. I want to show y'all something else. I told y'all they use celebrities to push the Back to Africa movement because they just want to get rid of us. They realize they can't exterminate us. There's too many of us. So now they want to get rid of us. Guess who just became who just got citizenship to Ghana? Blind ass bastard.
Anyone that you please mention your name. So
I, Stephen Morris,
swear solemnly, sincerely, and truly declare and affirm that I will be faithful and bear true allegiance
allegiance
to the Republic of Ghana,
to the Republic of Ghana,
and I will preserve,
and I will preserve,
protect,
protect,
and defend
defend
the Constitution
the Constitution
of the Republic of Ghana.
of the Republic of Ghana.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, sir.
Now, why on God's green earth would they invite that non-sin bastard to go over there and be an ambassador and a citizen of Ghana? This is a real question. Why would they need to get Stevie? Why would they need Stevie ribbon in the sky, head ass over there to give him membership? Why would they do that? You want to know why? You want to know why? To get you to carry your crazy looking ass over there looking for your membership. That's what that's for. To get you to run your crazy ass over there to get that membership. Now, this is the gag. This is how you know you are the fruit of your ancestors. This is how you know you are the fruit of your ancestors. Your ancestors collectively, when this was brought out on multiple occasions before, said that they would refuse to go back to Africa. Today, in 2024, most people see that and say, hell no. You are the fruit of your ancestors. Yeah, they had some went to Liberia and Sierra Leone. Yeah, they got some going to Ghana right now. Yeah. That's the more following ass nickels. You feel what I'm saying? But you are the fruit of your ancestors, because no matter who they induct into the Hall of Fame of citizenship down in Ghana, we as a culture, as a people, and I'm talking about all the Indies and all that, we say hell no. Hell no, what I look like going over there playing with the fucking people, nigga. I'm from here. And guess what? Your ancestors stated 100 years ago, 100 years before that, 100 years before that. Are you tracking? They've been on this back to Africa movement shit naive since the beginning of time. And every single time as a collective and as a culture, I'm talking about North America, South America, West Indies, all of the islands, us as a culture, all of Acorn, we said hell no. You know, Audacity Hour, this is a good thing you pointed out. She says, I ain't gonna lie, I met a Liberian that looked just like Rhea Reedy, eyes, face, color, and body. And you know what's crazy? That's probably one of her relations, one of her kins. Because they took a few niggas from here and brought them over there. See, they lied and told you we came here on the boat, but the gag was we went there on the boat. The title of the live is You Ain't No African, or We Ain't No African, because that's just facts. Now, a lot of the Pan-African coochies, they don't like this, because if we say we ain't African and we realize we indigenous to this land, they are now out of business. Business is gone for them. They can no longer run around hollering, peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism, peace and Pan-Africanism, brother. You ashamed of being from Africa, brother? To all my, what did he be saying? To all my chocolate queens, my mocha queens, my cinnamon sugar honey bun iced tea queens, all of my, and I don't really understand this one, the one he be saying close to vanilla. I'm saying, what you talking about, the clear girls? But that gig is up if we realize who we really are. That gig is up if they realize we ain't got nothing to do with Africa, and Africa ain't got nothing to do with us. Thank you, Misha B, for the super chat. They took blind leading the blind too little. I can't stand yo. I can't stand yo. Girl, yeah, they really did though, Misha. And you gotta understand too, you know why I be saying I feel like Umar is a plant, Jabari, all them niggas is plants. Oh hell, I'm looking at Sean Nettle side eye now. Now that I know he ain't from Acorn. Hey, quiet as it's kept. I'm over here side-eyeing Sinetta. I heard Sinetta, you know, he's the House of Consciousness. I like the movement, I like the channel, but ever since I found out he wasn't from A at Sinetta, I ain't gonna lie. Cause every time they done played us, it came through a foreigner who looked like us. But Sinetta,
He ain't even from Acorn.
and I always ask myself, I'm pretty sure the Negro peons over in or the Negro people over in Puerto Rico or wherever he's from got issues. Why he over here fucking with us? Shouldn't you be down there helping them? J Girl says Boots I never been a plan. I just found out a week ago that nigga ain't even from Acorn. I just found out a week ago that nigga ain't from Acorn. And to watch these old ass niggas on that live as a so-called FBA or so-called indigenous brother came on there and told Sinetta, yo, I appreciate what you do and everything, but at the end of the day, you and me are not the same. And I watched them niggas get on that board, that man like that, and that blew me to smithereens. I'm like, we fucked up, bro. We fucked up. The House of Consciousness, although has provided a lot of information in the past, because I've watched a lot of polite stuff. I've watched a lot of I used to watch Jabari stuff till I realized he was an idiot. I watched a lot of people over there. Hell, Umar come up out of there. But I realized it was just a cesspool of confusion. Think about it. It come to the realization that this whole thing was a cesspool of keeping you confused, because they would do debates and nothing come of it. Okay, we debated Pan-Africanists against the Egyptologists, and then what we get from the debate. Granted, I got a couple insights, but what? So I'm squinting my eyes at Sinetta. You know what I'm saying? But they've always used celebrities, which are the paid puppets. Oh yeah, Young Pharaoh, General said it. Yeah, all them niggas come up out of there. All of them niggas. Uma, all them niggas come up out of there. But I just never understood why people who are indigenous to another land, i.e. Sinetta, i.e. Stokely Carmichael, i.e. Marcus Garvey, why y'all niggas ain't there helping your people? Why are you over here fucking with us? Right? J.M. Edwards, I've always wondered why these transplants were working so hard here and their own country was falling apart. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Because when you think about the HOK, even though I have enjoyed the debates, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna shit on them. I have enjoyed a lot of them debates over there, especially when anybody against the Hebrew Israelites. I don't care who it is. Anybody, it could have been the mice against the Hebrew Israelites. I'm tuning in. I love them debates because everybody debunk them everywhere they go. But you think about it, it just kept us more divided and more confused. And you have a foreigner, Sinetta, who's the head of a platform that really, when you think about it, promotes division. And then he wades in the water back and forth depending on who on there. If he on there with the Hebrew Israelites, he a Hebrew Israelite. If he on there with the Muslims, he all praise through the Allah, wa alaikum salam head ass. If he over there with the Egyptologists, he Egyptologist. And it never dawned on me because I didn't know he wasn't from Acorn. But now that I realize he's not from Acorn, my vision and my view of him is completely different. And he's hanging on to Dr. Jabari's coattail, and this ain't nothing but an educated dummy. No shade, but Dr. Jabari ain't nothing but an educated dummy. He's indoctrinated heavily, or he has intention of misguiding and misleading the people. Either way, it's a lose-lose. So is Dr. Umar. All these people is put here to get you off the rocker of who you are. If most of us, or if half of us, or if a third of us woke up and realized we are actually not from Africa, we are indigenous to this land, that puts a monkey wrench in everything from government to religion to, I'm talking about everything stop. You know how Beyonce say, world stop. That happens when, if a third of us understand where we actually come from and who we are. Just a third. It don't need all. It don't need half. Just one third. You know what's crazy, J Dub? I remember this line. Was that the line he said in the movie? I ain't from Africa. I'm from Crenshaw Mafia. I remember something like that. That part. Then we could stop asking for reparations and start claiming fraud. There you go. There you go. There you go. I'm with you, J girl. They were a part of my awakening. They really was. They really was. They really was a part of my awakening. So, you know, every stepping stone is one that needed to be had. So I never take that from them. But now that I'm on this side of the table, I'm looking kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking. I'm squinting my eyes. I'm squinting my eyes. But the whole agenda is to keep you off of the trail of who you really are. And you have to ask yourself why. They gonna keep sending niggas to Africa. Niggas gonna continue to go. Niggas gonna continue to go get scammed. And niggas gonna continue to come on back and still, under the guise of indoctrination, still say, but I'm African. You done lost your rabbit ass mind. Let me play this video.
So we come over here, y'all assume we have the money because we come from the States, which to a certain degree, because the city is less, sure. But you have to think too, like, let's say me, myself, I have busted my tail to save money to even be able to come over here. So when you raise the price on me and I'm not some millionaire, you know what I mean? It's very disheartening because I save money to come here. I don't have a lot of money, you know what I mean? So in the States, I think there's a misconception that Black people have the money. As a majority, I mean, there are, like, you know, individuals, but as a majority, we have the least money in the States.
I done told y'all before, your land will call you home. I done told y'all this. Your land will call you home. If being in America feels more like home than anywhere else, I don't care what part of America, that's your land. That's your land. We going over there to Ghana over propaganda. And them people robbing us blind. They playing on our top because they listen, all they want us to do is take our money and go over there and build up their infrastructure so they can kick us out and commit fraud later. That's literally all they doing. That's literally all they doing. All they're doing is asking you to come to Ghana so that you can take all your money and resources and build their infrastructures, build their homes, build their schools, build their communities. And then right after that, they're gonna evict your duck ass and tell you your passport is expired, and they're gonna send you back home and they're gonna keep your shit. That's what's gonna happen. This are the facts. We ain't no Africans. We ain't no Africans. We ain't no Africans. We have been taught that all of the gold and resources and oil, all of that's in Africa. Cap. If it's all in Africa, why y'all ain't go over there? Why y'all came over here? Hell, even Frederick Douglass knew we wasn't from Africa. When the New York Colonization Society came around and tried to get us to go back to Africa, Frederick Douglass said, oh no, this is our land here. Even his half and half ass knew we wasn't no goddamn African. Even he knew it. Even in all of his deceiving, all of his lying, he still was able to say, wait, now you done crossed the line. Africa, my people don't need to go back there. We from here. So you got to be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? There's a reason why your ass is confused. And it started way, way back. We ain't just jumped off this porch of being confusion. This started long before this Mr. Potato Head ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You see Walter Plecker behind him, the eugenics. He wanted us to either die or go back to Africa. That clear man behind him right there. He hated Indians. He hated them. He wanted us to either die or go back to Africa. Because they believed when they were spying and coming over here, they say there's no way that these people are indigenous to their land. We've been to Africa. They got to be African. That's what they said. We got to be African because we dark. We got melanin. So we got to be African. And us niggas been hiding in Africa, well, not ever since. But you see what I'm saying? You can't tell me nothing about Marcus Garvey that's in the positive when he got that eugenics and he had the KKK and all them other people behind him. We already did the Educational Friday. Marcus Garvey wasn't shit. He should have carried his oxtail eating ass back to Jamaica. Welcome to Bed-Stuy. Oh, no, that's not. Welcome to Jamrock. That's what he should have did. He should have carried his jerk chicken neckhead ass back to Jamaica. No shade. Shout out to Jamaica. But still, you know what I mean? Instead of coming over here fucking with us. But he was a plant. He was a plant. Paid informant. Paid plant. But a lot of people ain't ready for that conversation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Marcus Garvey is Umar. You girl, listen. Yes. That's exactly who he is. Same nigga, different shoulders. I don't even know his name. Same nigga, different shoulders. Shit. Piss me off, goddamn it. Now piss me off. What this is? I forgot I had this one. Hold on. Look at America, guys. Look. What them people look like? They look like them $5 footlongs y'all see that they running around going. Do they look like them? No. You see the people? You know what it is. Yeah, Crystal Dior, they got all kind of Egyptian artifacts, so-called Egyptian artifacts. Well, I ain't gonna say so-called. I'm saying it's so-called because of the name. But they got all kind of artifacts, pyramids. They done blew up mounds all over the place. Right here in America, right under your ass. Y'all don't even know it. Why you think they flooded so many towns and burned so many towns? Why you think they burned so many towns and flooded so many towns? So that it won't be seen anymore. That's why over there at Lake Lanier, them clears go over there talking about boating. Most of them don't make it back. But have fun. Bon voyage. Oh, that's that. What this is. I showed y'all that one. But yeah, man. We got to start getting into them family trees, them genealogies, man. That's all genealogy is, a family tree. You be surprised. You're going to find some mixture in along the way, obviously, because you know how that go. But, you know, you got to find your identity. But I tell you what your identity ain't. I tell you what your identity ain't. See, when them people came out and said we was from Africa, we bit it, we took it. Yeah, my mama and them, they generation and the generation before, they took it. They were like, yeah, you right, we is from Africa. But in 2024, in the age of Aquarius, I'm sorry, in the time of completion, all lies will be revealed, and we are figuring out a lot of this shit was a bunch of cap.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Cap. And it's supposed to happen just like it's happening. It's supposed to happen just like it's happening. So with that being said, you guys, I feel like we got to start getting vigilant on this. Even if you took your little 23 and me, whatever it is, that's fine. That's fine. But go check out your genealogy, girl. Please go check out your genealogy, because I'd rather at least have that and my lineage. You can't understand who you was 400-500 years ago if you don't know who you is here today. That don't make sense. That you can't understand your West Indian or your West African side if you don't even know who the hell you is walking the earth right here. That don't even make no sense. That don't even make no sense. Okay. Now your homework today is look into some genealogy. They got family tree is one. They have what's the other one be coming up on the census? Virtual babe was asking me about that. It's on the tip of my tongue. But they got a whole bunch of places you could start looking for your genealogy. I know I did one family tree, but I was able to look up a lot of my stuff through grave sites because I have a family grave on my mama's side. But start looking up damn, what's this other one? I want to say it. One of y'all might know it on here. It be on there with the census, and it be on there with you can look it up through they got it through family search. Wait, there's another one though. There's another one. I can't think of it. I can't think of it. Shoot, it's on the tip of my tongue. Y'all know how I am with names. But there's a whole bunch of genealogy that you can do online, and you can start with you and your parents. And if you don't know who your parents is, you got a birth certificate somewhere. Somebody know. But they gonna keep putting y'all on this, putting these celebrities out there, showing y'all Ghana so y'all can carry y'all ass over there. But shout out to you can tell the ancestors live through us and in our blood, because we said hell no, we won't go. But y'all go look into some genealogy, man, for real. Please go look into that. At least look it up to see what it may look like. You don't have to start it, but at least just start the conversation. Spark up the conversation with family. Spark up the conversation with people, and everybody's going. Most people gonna be like, I don't know what you're talking about. We slaves. That's fine. They'll wake in their own time. Just be steadfast, okay? Anyways, I love y'all. Let me get off here. I'll talk to y'all later today, maybe. I think I'm gonna go live today because Soldier Boy is still acting a fool, and I gotta see what's going on with Keisha Cole. But anyway, I love you guys, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go! It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I won't
blaze up.
Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll.
How you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.